gonna give an update on where I'm at with my flower beds and garden space. I'm gonna be taking this planter and putting it up on the deck right there and not have the little pool. And in this corner I'm gonna put a dwarf hydrangea tree. And then in this area, this is all of sun, like 6 hours to 8 hours sun. And so all of these flowers are long blooming, and I'm gonna just duplicate them and fill them up here and just bring this to that edge. So at the back it's all shade, so I have to still fill it because I just did not realize how much shade that got, and so some of the plants weren't doing well and I had to move them. So I'll be transplanting in the fall and in the spring. All right, what we have here is Nephofia. It blooms all summer, just like deadhead, and then more come up. Just like, it's still babies, right? All of my plants, they're just first years, so right now I get like 1 or 2 at a time. Black-eyed Susans and Echinacea, long bloomers for mid-late summer. I love it. Bellflower down there, it doesn't spread much. Stayed pretty clumpy, but it's bloomed the whole time. I might divide it up to spread it out here and maybe push it down towards the edge. There's some creeping phlox. Delphiniums in the back did so well. They were super tall their first round of blooms, and this is their second round of blooms, so I basically had them blooming since like first week of June. It's been amazing. Coreopsis, they have been blooming nonstop since early May. So right now they're my favorite flower just because they're just like annuals. So I really hope that they survive the winter and come back up and spread like crazy, because I'm gonna put them everywhere. I made a mistake and got canna lilies because honestly thought they were perennials. They're not, so I don't want any annuals in my garden, but I still want the long bloom. So I found an alternate. It is the Queen Victoria cardinal flower, and it's got the same foliage color and the same red, and you'll see it. I have it around the corner, and that's where I'm gonna put those, and then get rid of the canna lilies. I do have this endless hydrangea, and yeah, it's okay. It's doing okay. It's in perfect morning sun and then afternoon shade, so, and a good drainage, and it's, I don't know, we'll see how it does. You know, it's always a little shock the first year, I think. But what I'm noticing is that there's not a lot of there's still a lot of fence, and I know like if things are gonna grow, but would you recommend I put shrubberies, you know, like shrubs, and then bring the flowers in front of the shrubs? You know, like I have the space, I think, or I can even bring it out further. I don't mind taking out more grass to have more flower beds, but I feel like I definitely need maybe a shrub here. I don't know. So this guy will get big hopefully, and then I can move out some of the other things. Like the salvia is going to actually go in front of the Nephofia to hide some of that foliage, and I think it'll be really pretty to have the purple alongside the flamenco colors, just like it is here. So besides the what is this, sedum or stonecrop, and behind the stonecrop is the Pilu clematis, and it did really well. It flowered a ton and it stopped, and it's supposed to rebloom in late summer or early fall, but I don't know, it's just a baby, so it might not this year. Okay, so I didn't think that blanket flowers were going to be this tall. I have them propped up even because they're falling over like crazy over the salvia, so I have to move the salvia for sure. But I didn't think they were going to be this tall. So I have a peony in the back, and the peony I cut, you know, it comes up to here usually. It's just, but I cut it down because it was transplanted, so it wasn't doing so well. And although I'm expecting it to bloom, it's healthy. I took everything I could from the rhizomes or whatever they're called and did it, but I realized that these are a lot taller. I don't know. Again, it's weird to have something taller in front of something that's shorter, but we'll see next year. Some more creeping phlox. Then I have more delphiniums at the back, but they did bloom twice, but they are shorter blooms. I didn't realize they were a dwarf variety, so I might just, I don't know what I'm going to do. This area does not get whole 8 hours sun. It only gets like 5 hours sun. So, because there's a huge tree right there. Here's some Veronica Speedwell, and this guy's doing so great, but this guy's like, I don't know what's going on. And also, this is like the first chunk I bought and put in has been blooming nonstop, to be honest, and since the spring. And then these guys have been growing from it, so I'm assuming this is what I'm gonna see next year, is more like a late bloom instead of super early. I'm not sure. And these guys hopefully will bloom in September. I don't know. Maybe it's not gonna be at all. Then my smoke bush. I know you think it's close to the, but it's gonna be okay because I'm always gonna cut it straight down, because this guy was like here when I started, and then it grew really big, and this guy got so big it was like up to here, and I didn't like how much of a finger it was, so I chopped it, and then it ended up sprouting more, and obviously that's what I'm gonna do with these two in the fall. That's just an annual temporary. Oh yeah, so these are my shade plants, and I think it's looks pretty good with the dark green foliage, and then the spider plants like chartreuse, and then this is a Jack Frost. I'll bring it more forward though. I'm gonna put 2 heucheras next to it to add some pink and purple hues to this area, so that'll be nice. And then the ferns at the back. There's actually a stump from this crazy tree that I cut down right there, and so I'm like, what can grow on a stump? So I just added some earth and put some ferns, and hopefully it'll work. And also these guys, the evening primrose, the yellow ones, they grow anywhere and they spread like crazy, so I'm just gonna shove them there. They have really nice yellow color in the early summer, and so it brightens up this really dark corner. Also in the spring I got some irises that definitely work in the shade because I have them out front. I have nothing here because it's gonna be like hostas and heucheras and other shade loving plants that I have elsewhere and have to move here. I did try to do a tall phlox. It's kind of working. I don't know. We're gonna see. Oh yeah, I pop these in from time to time. They're like, I don't know, Silver Mound family. Forget what it's called. And then some bee balm. I know it's not looking good now, but it was looking good. And I just deadheaded everything off, so it's sad looking right now. But it has been blooming, okay? It's just got that powdery mildew on it right now. Oh, this is looking actually doing well, this dappled willow shrub. It went through hell though. It went through the frost period in the early spring. So I planted it, and then we had a frost. So like all the branches have this period of dead leaves that fell off. And then that was the tip, and it still grew pretty good. And now it's just yellowing because I think it's got too much water. I've been watering too much. There's some of the cardinal, the Queen Victoria cardinal that I'm replacing the canna lilies with. More black-eyed seasons. And oh yeah, that's this is doing well. It's low growing bee balm, and not having any mildew on it, and it is flowering again. I just deadheaded this morning. I shouldn't have done that, but it's flowering great. Bright pink petals, and the bees love it. And this is I just put this in. I don't know if it's gonna make it, but it's one of the tall bee balms. It's like the red one, and so I'm hoping it works. But if not, I'll just move it or get rid of it. Oh, and I love this hydrangea shrub. I do have to prop it up. I find it's a little droopy just on the branches right now, maybe because it's a baby. But it was white, and then it's slowly changing into, it's called Firelight hydrangea. And it should be like a deep pink by the fall. And this Japanese painted fern is doing so well. It is 2 years old, mind you, but I did move it here in the spring, so look at that sucker go. I love it. I love it so much. I'm actually replacing the Stella D'Oro lilies that I have here that aren't doing well because it's all shade. Why did I put them there? I don't know. So I'm going to split that, put those there, and move the Stella D'Oro somewhere else in a more sunny space. There's some boxwood in the corner. Lovely violas. Viola is the best ground cover for shade, and it flowers the whole summer. Like, I really hope it survives the winter because I love it, and I'm going to spread it like everywhere. Everywhere that I see earth, I am going to put these violas anywhere in the shade anyways. These are great. I am spreading these guys everywhere too, and obviously I see that in everybody's photos. Like, they just do really well and they look good together. Some Lamian, also great ground cover, but I'm just really digging the violas or violets. And then I have my heuchera right alongside this, way too close to the fence, serviceberry shrub, which I am moving. I did dig out more space, so I'll be moving all of that forward. And I continuously keep taking more grass out, which I think is what happens when you get into this stuff. More bee balm and a silver mound that I need to split, obviously, and put into the shade area at the back. The zebra grass is here temporarily only. I'll show you where it goes later. These are going to be moved to the back as well in the more shaded area. I think they get too much sun here, and this guy's having trouble growing. Shasta. I put it in the shade. It didn't work out. I moved it here. All the flowers died. Oh my God, it's a mess. We'll see if the Shastas survive. I have another thing where I need another shrub here, I believe. This area here, like I got the shrub there. I think I need another shrub here. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't have a lot of, like I do have a lot of space. Obviously I have a lot of space. But yeah, I'd have to, would I have to dig out more? I don't know. Just got some lilies and irises in there temporarily, and whoops, I bought an annual by accident. I don't even remember what it's called, but that's not supposed to be there. So I think I want to put like a purple shrub here, like something with the word cherry in it. I forget the name of the shrub I want. More coreopsis, and this area is my drainage area. I made a little rock garden thingy, and I put in some sedum and some chicks and hens and chicks, whatever, and then an ice plant that I don't know if it's getting too much sun. This is all hot afternoon sun, like 4 hours of hot afternoon sun. So I thought it'd be like my desert area, but maybe because it doesn't get morning sun, it's not doing as well as I'd like it to. But I kind of like the ice plant a lot when it flowers everywhere. I just have to figure out the trick. And the hosta looks pretty, but again, I could put something that's more for sun right there. And then this, I bought an annual by accident again. So I bought switchgrass, and hopefully I'll take that out once the season's done, and then the switchgrass will kind of spread. And I also have some Japanese bloodgrass there and Japanese bloodgrass there that might spread. We'll see which one takes. Obviously it's going to be the switchgrass, but maybe the bloodgrass will take. We'll see. There's some more cardinal that I love and going to move over there once it's all like a lot of cardinals, then it really does spread out and will look like that same color scheme as the canna lilies. I got some phlox that they were at the back and they weren't doing well at all, so I moved them up here to my temporary area. I'm gonna obviously put a huge shrub here or something, or maybe one of those dwarf trees also. I don't know. Haven't figured it out yet, but it's just so much wall, and it's like ugly wall. So I gotta put something there, but I put the grass here so they have access. If I need access to all that stuff, then I have the grass that I can just cut down. So lastly, there's just more delphinium here. I put it temporarily because it wasn't getting enough sun over there. I mean, it didn't have enough space. Sorry, it had enough sun. So I just put it there for now. So I wanted to see what color it was too, because I wasn't sure what I bought. And then that's just a poppy that is like a really pretty coral color, I guess. And more coreopsis because I like the coreopsis. Okay, that is it. Oh my God. This is addictive. And I will probably be taking out more grass every year until there's no, I need some grass for the dog. Okay,